Hello everybody, this is a Harley Davidson 2020 Heritage 114. I bought this in June of 21, brand new, and I liked it, but didn't love it. I traded in a 2013 Road King CVO at the time, and wanted something a little more nimble in the corners. I wanted that Milwaukee 8 engine, and just thought I'd make the change, something different, but didn't fall in love with it right away. And I kept on wondering why. And there were a few things that I just didn't like about it. I just couldn't figure it out. Well, one of the things was the badging on the 2020, the badging on the tank. I hated that for some reason. So I rebadged the tank. That's one of the custom things that I did, upgraded that. I also figured out I didn't like that blacked out windshield that they supplied that was stock. So I went to the more traditional clear windshield and went to a little bit taller because I sit tall in the saddle. But look, I'm just going to go around the bike and I'm going to try to remember all the upgrades I did. We'll kind of go from top down, front to back, and let you take a look at this. So I went with the slotted mirrors, and you can tell I also changed out the clutch and brake levers and went with that slotted version. I like those. Went with this Kuryakyn grips. Really like those a lot. Like I said, kind of changed out the windshield. Coming down to the lights here, I did these visors on the running lamps. Only problem is that Harley is not supplying a visor for the center light yet, which kind of drives me crazy. But they ended up, looking pretty good anyway. And as we go down, the signals, I of course changed those to LED. Those are custom dynamics. I go on down. I like these axle nut covers. They're pretty sweet looking too. Added the mustache guard. I prefer that over the other. And then somebody told me I was crazy, but I ended up adding these highway pegs, which, I get it that there's something here, but there's something about being able to spread your legs out just a few more inches out on big, long trips. And that makes a big difference. And, they don't look bad at all. While I'm over here, I'll just show you this. Did do a stage 2 on this engine, and the thing will burn that back tire out. Of course, I got a big air sucker Harley Screaming Eagle air filter. Went with Vance and Hines slash cut slip-ons, and they sound great. So my wife was kind of complaining about those pegs, the foot pegs, passenger pegs. So I found these that fit really well on that, even with the saddlebags on. I don't think they look too bad either. Hey, and I put those saddlebags on when I'm traveling, but sometimes I just like to strip it down and make it look a lot cleaner. And so when you do that, when you pull the bolts out, you'll have holes here. And so I went to local Fastenal store and bought some bolts, painted them black, and that's what I put in. I just bolt them in there when I got the bags pulled off. Just keep on coming around here. I flattened down that license plate, custom dynamics, rear and signals here. So all LED all the way around. You'll notice I go with this Corbin seat. I like Corbin. A lot of people think they're too hard, but on the long haul, like they say, hard is soft. But I like this kind of solo seat. It does have a passenger seat that pairs with it when I've got my saddlebags on. I put this little fender cover on there, clean it up. Something else I added was this Viking swing arm bag. I think that's pretty sweet looking. We keep coming here. put on one of those covers. It's kind of an ugly piece. It's kind of a flat black plastic. And I think that dresses it up. And then of course this linkage and the gear shift lever, all that slotted version. I think that really looks really great. Again, you know, this is the badging for 21 and 22s, and I like that much better than the whole 2020 arrangement on badging. And then, you know, I like this this Boss bags windshield bag. It's a really high quality, doesn't sag like the Harley bags do. But that's it, guys. I mean, with all the changes that I've made on it, I've really fallen in love with this bike. And it's fast, it's fun. Oh, hey, I almost forgot. I put 14-inch apes on this. I think, and I'm 5'11". I sit pretty tall in the saddle. But if I were to do that all over again, I would go with 12-inch apes. The 14 for me are just a little bit too tall, but they're fine. They're good. Just kind of one more look around. But I can honestly say I really love it now. I mean, it's a great bike. I would recommend it to anybody. Some of these upgrades and customizations, they weren't cheap. I'll tell you that. But that's the fun in making it your own. Well, be careful out there, and just have fun.